Welcome back to ProScrims, compLexity versus Envious, and compLexity, boy are they starting off strong, winning the first two maps in pretty convincing fashion. They won by around 75 points in the first hardpoint on Raid, and they took it by 3 rounds in Search and Destroy. If you missed any of those maps, head over to youtube.com/official MLG COD. You can catch all the VODs there. They're uploaded within minutes of the broadcast ending, but right now I'm joined by Wisdom. And Wisdom, this is one of your first times casting Call of Duty. How you feeling?
I'm really enjoying it. Second time casting on MLG. I've casted a few other show matches, but first time casting with you, Evan, and it's been a blast so far.
Well, I don't see you nervous at all. You're not shaking, so you seem to be pretty comfortable, and you got some great matchups to cast tonight. And right now, we're going into capture flag between compLexity and Envious, and I was saying it at the start of the broadcast, this is probably going to be the best matchup between both these teams.
Absolutely. Like you said, this is that matchup that can really go either way. But I mean, at the beginning of the broadcast, we also said that Envy would probably take S&D, and look what happened. compLexity took that in pretty good style. So yeah. CTF is really going to be hit or miss. So I think Envy really needs to take the CTF in order to make a stand in this series.
Well, the player I want to kick things off with, it's going to be Rambo. He's going to be the objective guy for Team Envious, and he's widely regarded as the smartest player in the game. And a lot of people have questioned that since Envious, they've been struggling in the past few tournaments, but this guy's smarts, it's unrivaled by any other player I've seen as he opens things up with the kill on the Crimsix, and he's wasted no time trying to go right towards that compLexity flag. As you see, he's going to get some help from Karma along the gym side, and if Karma gets inside the garage, he's going to be behind compLexity, but it's going to be Clayster shutting him down there. Back over to Rambo.
Yeah, no, Rambo, he's just going to be sitting outside gym here. He's just going to be watching Privy's back, making sure no one flanks. Now, they are going to recognize that there's one player in the garage, so Rambo gets hit markers, unfortunately gets taken out. Let's go on board with Karma here. Karma spawned back first, so he's just going to be sitting pillars, trying to push up for his team a little bit, recognizing if there's one player on white van, throws a Semtex to try and blow up the van, see if he can get that kill. Unfortunately, not able to, and there's actually one more player in Art to his left as well. So good kill by Karma. One more player above him, gets hit markers, unfortunately isn't able to get the wall bang, so he's going to switch over to his MSMC and gets taken out on driveway.
And raid capture flag on this map with this game mode, it's all about your map control and map positioning, which is why you see Karma using an assault rifle. Envy, they're putting more of a focus on holding the map, trying to force the spawns of compLexity into the most unfavorable possible, and trying to force them to make a mistake. It's something Karma did on Impact as well. So bringing that assault rifle, not only does it add a whole lot of slang to this Envy lineup, it gives them that map control and map security to Rambo to push up comfortably, and of course they're still trying to force compLexity to make a mistake, in which case Envy, they're definitely going to capitalize on that.
Absolutely. Now, Karma, as we say on board with him, has actually got a nice kill on one guy in middle. Now, I don't think Envy realizes, but there's actually one compLexity player down in basketball court. That's going to be TP. So TP has doing that OBJ work. There's actually, he's about to get challenged, and as I say that, I got TP killed. My apologies, TP. So he's just trying to camp it out, be a little bit of a ninja. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it.
It's all right. The cast is cursed. You'll get used to it as you start casting more and more games. But Teep, definitely not happy with you for the time being. But I'm switching over to Rambo, doing some 360s inside the zigzag. But he's going to get cleaned up by Clayster for the time being. And actually, let's hop over to Clayster. I've seen him go on 3 kill streaks twice throughout this game. As Mark, now the last one live for Team Envious, he's forced to back up. And now Envy, they're pinned back at their base. Marcus Dave compLexity could try to move him for a flag cap. But Clayster, he's starting to work towards some of those score streaks. And we've seen how deadly those could be in capture flag.
Absolutely, and especially on a map like Raid where there are a lot of open routes to bring that flag back, you have to be wary of those Hellstorms and those lightning strikes, because one of those, with a good timing, can take down and stop a flag carrier.
And here comes TP once again behind enemy lines. He's ready to go for his flag plugs. He gets hit with the EMP, but there's one player. That's going to be Merc shutting him down from the back, as you did see Crimsix get cleaned up as well. So Envy, they're going to get this return. And if you look at the guys from Envy and take a look at how long they've been playing Call of Duty, they know how to play capture flag. They've been playing ever since Modern Warfare 2. I think even some in Call of Duty 2. So they know their way around capture flag. In fact, well, TP came along in Modern Warfare 2 as well. So these guys know how to, both these teams really know how to play capture flag, which is why I was saying it's going to be the best matchup. But we're seeing Teep, he's doing a bit more sneaking than what we're used to. Usually see compLexity kind of pushing all together, but if Teep keeps finding these openings to get to the Envious base, then you know he's going to take advantage of them, as Karma does take him out in the back there. And I'm going to switch over to Karma. This time, he's got a submachine gun in his hand, so he's going to switch things up. Maybe he thinks that Envy needs maybe a little more flag pressure.
Yeah, now let's stay on board with Rambo. Rambo's gonna be pushing mid here with Merc. So they've got that buddy system on lockdown. Two players pushing, one's pushing mid, and the other actually gonna rotate back to their flag. Rambo unfortunately gets taken out by, looks like, not Crim actually, it was TP that took him out. So Envy down 2. We're gonna see the Envy players rotate back to flag on there and then actually push through kitchen because there's one more player pushing them. I'm not sure if they realize this. It's gonna be Karma versus Crim, and Crim actually gets taken out.
Yes, Crim gets taken out. I'm going to look at the scoreboard, and we've only seen one flag pulled in the entire game. We've played just about 5 minutes of gameplay, and we've only seen one flag pulled, and the return was made by Merc. But take a look at this. Glacier, he's on top for his team 12-7, so he's doing some good things in the Slayer department. As I'm going to switch over to Aix. Never mind, Aix is dead. Let's see what Crimbot can do.
Yeah, Crimbot on a 2-kill streak at this point with 27 seconds left actually gets taken out by Laundry. Sorry, Revan got you killed that time, Crim. Let's go on board with TP. TP's actually pulled the flag. He's going basketball side. There's going to be one player to his right. And I'm not sure if he realizes this. Pops the smoke. Great play on his part. He recognized it and unfortunately got taken out.
Yeah, Karma's going to get that final return for his team. So 5 seconds left. We're going to look at the scoreboard until we move into halftime. Now you see Crim. He's up there in terms of total kills as well. Teep, even though he's at the bottom of the list, he's doing so much around the map. He's been able to push behind enemy lines time and time again, which, you know, that gets into the minds of Team Envious as well. They're always going to be worrying about, oh god, where's TP? Then they're forced to rotate back to flag, which of course loses them a little bit of map control. So that's why you see a bit more kills in favor of complexity overall on the scoreboard. So Teep, even though he's not doing the most slaying, he's doing a lot in terms of mind games around the map and getting to the head of Envious.
Exactly, and we saw how the mind games worked in S&D, where Envy were down, I believe it was 5-3, and they actually ended up losing the round and losing the map overall. The mind games are a big aspect of Call of Duty, and you cannot forget about those, especially on a game like Capture the Flag, where there's a respawn delay that can really mess up your team if you're not playing together.
All right, so Karma gets taken out off the start here, switching right to Rambo, and once again, he's wasting no time trying to go for that complexity flag. Actually, he was rotating back to try to defend his flag. My fault. It's actually... Oh, no, never mind. I was right. I'm switching over to TP now, as he's quite far pushed up, and take a look at this. With Rambo, you saw him going right, try to go right for that flagpole, but he's waiting a little bit, taking his time, waiting for his teammates to push up in a position where they could help him out. So already you see differences between these two teams. It's now Aix. He's left all alone at the envy flag. We'll find one, but he's immediately taken out there by Karma. And there's this on the pool side of the map. It's going to be Rambo. As soon as I switch to him, he dies. Unfortunate.
TP had his number, took out Rambo, and actually let's stay on board with TP here. So TP's pushing Zig right now. He knows there's one player in front of him on stairs. Unfortunately gets taken out before he can nade him, and that's Rambo getting a nice little revenge kill on TP.
And what I'm seeing from both these teams is a whole lot of defensive work. Sure, you've seen complexity push up, but then Envy, they make the defensive kills, then it's their turn to push up. So both these teams, they're just really trying to fight for mid-map control for the time being, and you could definitely tell that that's their focus by the amount of assault rifles both these teams are putting to use. It looks like you got at least 3 on both teams. Karma switched back to an assault rifle. Crim, he's using an AR along with Aix and Glacier. Teep and Rambo are really the only 2 SMGs in the game right now.
Yeah, and I think it really goes back to the fact that, I mean, in Hardpoint, for example, that middle Hardpoint is really up in the air because it's such an open area. Same thing in CTF. That middle route is much quicker than the other 2 routes. As we see Rambo actually take out one player in bottom apartment, that middle map control, like you said, is really important, really open, and it's really anyone's game. So if your AR shots are on, you can cap flags quite easily, but with both these guys, both their ARs are on point. And so at this point, it's really whichever team gets the lucky break.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing more and more from people in Capture the Flag in terms of their class loadout is they're seeing a lot more grenades come into use. So Capture the Flag, it's not really a game mode where you're going to put on flak jacket like you will in Hardpoint where grenades are so prevalent, but teams, they're starting to adapt to the classes that other teams are putting to use. And they're like, well, if no one's using flak jacket, why don't I sacrifice a point, put on a grenade, and that's potentially a free kill every time off respawn. So you're seeing a lot more grenades put into use, and also you're still seeing a lot of use of tactical mask, and as a result, you're not seeing many concussions or flashbangs used as well.
Exactly. Now we're actually seeing Rambo on a 3-kill streak here. He's going to start pushing up through kitchen. He knows that the rest of his team are pushing up behind him, and the complexity players are actually spawning laundry. So Rambo's just going to pre-fire. They have to watch out for that nade. Gets taken out in jungle. Let's switch over to Karma, who's on a 3-kill streak as well. He's going to be pushing laundry, messing up those spawns a little bit. There's one player basketball. He's going to challenge, gets hit markers, unable to get the kill, and he's about to get taken out from behind. Good kill. He gets that defensive point on Glacier, takes out Crim right behind him. Crim trying to shoot him in the back. Unfortunately, wasn't going to happen.
Karma finds one over near the pool stairs as the flag. It's in the hands of Proof. He's trying to run it up the pool side of the map. There goes Teep and Proof. He's clear to run this. You see Karma, he's going to call him the RCXD actually, and we'll see if he's able to put this one to use. Does get shot down, so I'm going to take a look at Proof. Yes, Karma does pick up the kill on the Crimsix, and here comes Proof. It looks like he's going to try to run this one in, but Glacier, he's set up inside the garage. Does pick up one kill, picks up two as Rambo falls as well. Going to try to keep up the play alive for his team as they're going to make their way further return. Here comes Teep, going to go for the counter pull. He picks up the pull and the return, and just like that, it's complexity on the counter pull attempt.
And I think we've lost Revan.
I'm here. I'm not sure if you hear me, but Teep, he's got the flag in his hands. He's going to be running this one all the way across, but there is one player. This time, it's going to be Rambo trying to go clutch for his team. This could be the game-winning cap. Teep picks up the kill, and the cap earning himself the Hellstorm missile for the time being. Less than 50 seconds remaining. That could be the winning cap for complexity. Teep now trying to work for the lightning strike.
And with 42 seconds left, they need to be careful. There's a Hellstorm coming in here. They call in the Hellstorm. They actually take out, looks like Rambo. So they're actually going to be down 3v4. Able to take out one player down by ring, but at this point, with 30 seconds left, Envy really only have time for one last push.
And you see this push is going to come from the middle of the map. It's going to be Rambo and Merc, but you got Teep playing defense. If he picks up this lightning strike, well, it might be game over, but if he gets a lightning strike, that's definitely going to seal the deal. And there you go, as he takes out Rambo. He earns himself that final score streak, and that's going to seal the deal. So Teep goes big in the final seconds of the game to win complexity, capture a flag on raid as they go up 3-0 in the series. Take a look at the scoreboard. Karma, he had the most kills in the entire lobby, but it just wasn't enough to propel his team to victory as Teep, with that great objective work, great objective play, win his team the game 1 flag to 0.
I mean, when you're playing CTF, that's what we like to see. We like to see the last second flag caps. It makes it more exciting for the viewers. It makes it more exciting for us as casters. Unfortunately, it just wasn't in Envy's favor for that map.
And complexity, I mean, I was kind of giving them some crap at the start of this as I always said, you know, they always start off strong, it's going to go to map 5, but they're starting off the gate very hot right now as they've won the first 3 maps. They took Raid Hardpoint by 75 points, took Search and Destroy by a total of 3 rounds, and then you just saw it on Capture Flag with a clutch play by Teep capping that flag. You know, they took it 1-0. So great stuff so far from complexity. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, but stay tuned here on MajorLeagueGaming.com as when we come back, more Call of Duty action for you guys.